Just test if this mic's actually on. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I want to make a few videos today, and I think the first one is going to be on this fallacious tactic that I keep seeing thrown my way. Now, I don't actually know the name of this logical fallacy, and the reason for that is that there's so many logical fallacies that when I actually try and find out the name of a logical fallacy, because there's so many and they have a multitude of different names, it's like trying to find a needle in 10 haystacks. But anyway, I don't think the actual name of the fallacy is that important. You know, a rose smells the same no matter what its name is. But it would just be from my peace of mind to actually, it would just be nice really to actually know the name of the fallacy. Now, what the fallacy is when you can't actually paint a perfect picture, but you can paint a good enough picture to show the trajectory of a situation and where this situation is actually going. Now, I usually get this thrown at me when I'm talking about stuff about society. And of course, I can't paint a perfect picture of society because society is made up of individuals, and these individuals act like heterogeneous parts to the whole. Now, individuals come in many different ways, many different sizes. Of course, I can't paint a perfect picture of that. And because I can't paint a perfect picture of that, I just seem that my opposition just wants to dismiss totally what I say, even though I've painted a good enough picture to say, well, the situation is going over here. They just want to dismiss it and just say, well, you can't. We've pointed out something under fine detail that you don't actually know about, so let's just assume that the situation's over here. And I just don't get this way of thinking whatsoever. And yeah, I've had it played on me about 5 times now. So I would really like to know what the name of this logical fallacy is. But anyway, yeah, I just want to share that. A little nothing video, but anyway, sayonara. Okay, so rather than end the video there, I thought I'd give a example of the actual fallacy that I'm actually talking on about, because I don't think I've painted a good enough picture in the previous part of this video. Now, I want to talk on about Galileo in the 1570s when he started to ponder about the theory of gravity, that objects with different masses fall to the ground at the same time. Now, he came to that conclusion, and the reason he came to that conclusion was because of hailstones. And he noticed that hailstones had different masses, they came in different sizes. And in order for what Aristotle was saying to be true, it would mean that there would have to be a different layers of clouds in order for these hailstones to fall at the ground at the same time. Now, he probably just looked up in the sky and noticed that there wasn't a layer of clouds, but he just thought it'd be a lot simpler if they came from the same clouds, and that objects with different masses fall to the ground at the same rate. Now, he started to argue with professors in Pisa to the point where he did actually drop some balls of different masses off the Tower of Pisa. Now, he wasn't the first one to do this experiment. I think it was Simon Steelen, someone named like that. It was a Flemish scientist, I believe. But anyway, when the heavier ball dropped to the floor about 2 inches before the actual lighter ball did, the crowd actually said that Galileo was wrong because his theory was out by about 2 inches, even though Aristotle's theory was out by a matter of a multitude of meters. And yeah, and with that, they went with what Aristotle said rather than what with going with what Galileo said, even though Galileo's prediction was the closest one. So I'm hoping with this explanation that makes it a little bit easier to understand what I'm saying. And with that, sayonara.